Hey everybody, it is Baby Gem, and I look like shit right now. There's a reason. Because today, as a form of restarting my channel, I'm going to be...
I'm finding it. I'm finding it.
Okay, I'm going to be reacting to... That sounds so fucking weird. Okay.
Oh yeah, also there.
Girl! I'm going to be reacting to recent comebacks in K-pop while also getting ready to go nowhere, and what freer space to talk about my opinions. But also, I kind of have no objective for any kind of look that I'm going for, so we're just going to start messing with my face, and then whatever comes out happens while I just talk to y'all, because it's kind of weird, like, going back to something like long-form content, which I have not done. I have not recorded myself, like, ever. No, that's a lie. I haven't recorded myself in 3 years. But it's just weird going back to long-form content because I'm about to have to sit down and look at myself in this state for a max of, like, 1.5 to 3 hours. And this is going to be super weird for me. But we're going to start. I guess I'm going to start with watching my face, and I'll just show y'all what I do, right? That makes sense. I don't know how makeup people do their makeup things. We're learning on how to become. Hey y'all, so really funny thing, I did not know that the time lapse was going to go this fast because I was trying to show y'all the 2 little Glow Recipe watermelon products that I got for Sephora for my birthday. But I didn't have a lot to say in this video. I was trying not to make it super long, which is why I filmed it in time lapse. So it's going like super fast, and this is the slowest I can get it. But yeah, with all that being said, let's go straight into our first song that I'm going to be like rating, and we're just gonna have some fun with it. After Twice released the bop of the year, decade, century, millennium, Set Me Free, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of wasn't paying attention to Hare Hare, so I found out through TikTok, right? Through finding out through TikTok, you know, I kept seeing the dance, and I was like, oh, okay, so they just released this song, and as in once, with Twice being my ult, I have to go look at them. So I did, and you know, she's cute. Like, I dance to her, I sing her, I enjoy her. If me and her were in any relation to each other, she's the friend that I go out and get drinks with. And we enjoy each other's company. And like that chorus, the chorus like hits. Like, you know, it reminds me of Rainbow from my all-time favorite album, Twice, Feel Special. And it goes. However, I feel like my only gripe with this song is that whenever I am singing the song, I find myself like only really singing the chorus, which isn't a problem, but like when you just release a song like Set Me Free, where I've learned and sung every single word with full confidence in my entire chest, I need us to continue to deliver on this. All around though, like I said, she is a very good song, and I enjoy her. Like, we're friends. Me and her, we're well acquainted. So I'm gonna give her a smooth 8 out of 10. Moving forward, Stray Kids. I'm slowly starting to admit myself into the Stray Kids trash fandom, and you know what? I'm no longer ashamed about it. I refuse to sit here and let my Stray Kids trashdom get the best of me. I refuse to let it be a guilty pleasure anymore. As a girl group stan, I feel like my general problem is that I do not pay a lot of attention to boy groups, like whatsoever. However, Hyunjin, Felix, and Changbin just start Hyunjin, Felix, and Changbin, and I fall in love 3 times over. Yo! Period! 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 Whoo! And this specific formula doesn't even fail in S-Class, because S-Class goes. Okay, like something about that chorus, something about the dance, something about everything in it has this sort of crack-laced euphoria in the song that honestly I'm addicted to. I will say I feel like my only thing with the song, I have like a thing about everything, and that just should be known. Like I think nobody should ever not talk about their aches, right? But getting back on topic here, I feel like my thing with this song is that I'm tired of listen, I'm going deaf. Okay, I'm tired of Stray Kids screaming in my ears. It hurts. Okay, I'm sorry. But I'm tired of it. Like, Stray Kids scream, and I just feel like I'm in California and an earthquake is happening. Okay, like, my entire world should not shake every single time I listen to a Stray Kids song. But I keep listening to them, so obviously something is happening. Nevertheless, though, I really like the song. I think that certain parts of the song are... my favorite thing about Stray Kids is that sometimes I feel like certain parts of the song are not meant to be taken like super seriously. And that's how I felt about the rap. Like, I feel like the rap is something that is, or I personally perceive as very funny. And I think my favorite thing, especially in this fourth gen of K-pop, is groups that don't necessarily, like, while taking their work, and obviously artists are sensitive about the things that they put out, it's like showing themselves that they're not afraid to not take themselves seriously sometimes. And that's what I think I really like about S-Class in the rap, is that Stray Kids is not afraid to have a little bit of fun. And that's what I feel like is certainly kind of lacking a little bit in the fourth gen, is that we're not allowing ourselves to have fun like we did in the second and third gen. Whether that be on stage or in our songs, like, there's just not necessarily a lot of room for it. And I think as a K-pop fan, I think my favorite thing is that I stand unseriousness. Like, unseriousness shows me this quality that I think that K-pop companies sort of try to keep a little bit silent in K-pop, which is the ability, or not the ability, the fact that these people are still people and they're human. You know, I think that I can relate to an unserious artist so much more than I can relate to somebody who's like so genuinely about their craft. Insert the Beyonce stands coming to me right now. So I think overall, I'm gonna go ahead and rate this another 8 out of 10. I think that it's a good song. I think that while there is just a little bit that might be missing, possibly from the end, nothing is like so super serious that I'm just like, 4. Like, no. Actually, I'm gonna bump it up to a 9 simply because of that dance. That dance does something to me. Even though I can't do it, I can't do the little leg part, like, I still think every other part of that dance goes, like, yeah, eat it up. So for this song, and I'm just now warning y'all, like, this is just a disclaimer. This is more so a first opinion of the song because I just listened to it like maybe 15 minutes ago. And I was able, God, that's disgusting, sorry. I just listened to it like 15 minutes ago and I was able to come to like a fully formed opinion, but this is just a first opinion and not something that I'm gonna say maybe 2 weeks from now. We're gonna see how I feel 2 weeks from now. But as of right now, I think Alexa's song is drastically... I love how she's slowly shifting her image from whatever sort of AI robot concept that they gave her, which wasn't necessarily bad, and I love how all those songs were electrifying, but I'm loving how she's slowly, like, taking herself out of that image, and it looks like she's doing things that she kind of wants to do. And with this song, I think that she wanted to showcase a different version of her talents, which I hadn't seen as often, which were her vocals. I think that, firstly, we ain't gotten a ballad release since dang on, or I haven't listened to a good ballad release since dang on 2018, okay? Like, I feel like ever since the 4th gen has come, everybody wants to make these big, like, songs, and I don't want to constantly hear rah, rah, rah. So I think that a ballad release is something that's good and refreshing and something that I personally am looking for in nowadays. Something that's just different. I don't think that the 4th gen is like, I think that while we're all doing something different, everybody's so stuck on doing something different that nobody's doing something like actually different. Everybody's doing the same thing and we're just calling it different. So with a ballad release as a comeback, I think amazing, like show-stopping, iconic, all of those good feelings. I think that her showing herself as, I think that one quality that soloists need to have in K-pop is their ability to do all things, because you essentially have to take all the charms that a group of maybe 5 to 27 people have and take all of that and put it into one person. And so I think with this comeback, I really like the fact that she was able to show her vocals like on an actual comeback, not like a cover on something that was quite original to her. I think that that was a splendid, I think that it was a splendid idea, love, innit? Yeah.
It's the year of a girl boss. Babes, you're a girl boss.
I'm sorry. And I also just think that Alexa is so, like, I hate to say it because this is such an overused term in K-pop where people think that because their faves aren't famous enough, they're underrated. But I truly think that Alexa is under-talked about. I think that she's showing so many amazing capabilities as an idol because firstly, like, I think that she's one of the best dancers that the 4th gen has to offer. And also, like, come on, she's an ally. She's an ally.
Ally.
She is. So I wasn't expecting anything less than it, or yeah, I wasn't expecting anything less than an eat from her. And that's what this ballad pulls off. I think that it's just really good, and I can't wait to listen to the song more and see if my opinion changes, and I hope it genuinely doesn't, because I will always have love for Alexa. I've been standing Alexa since debut.
Commercial break.
I genuinely hate doing my right eyebrow because it seems like I'm left-handed, so the right eyebrow always comes off so horrible, so bad. So 3rd time is the charm, hopefully. Alright, so let's get into Icky, because I have some things that I want to say about Icky, okay? I have some quite controversial opinions. Okay, sorry, I had to like completely redo this eyebrow. Let's try this one more time. Let's get into Icky, because I have some opinions, and mama, it's a lot. So firstly, I want to start with like a definite congratulations to Cardi, because I feel like they're getting so much more recognition than they used to. Like back then, before I used to have to fight for my life when it came to people not knowing any like Card songs. So I think that that is amazing for them, and it's something that I've always wanted per se for a group that just hasn't, like, it's truly underrated in the industry. Like I will say, truly underrated group finally getting recognition, everything that they deserve. I love that. But Icky just wasn't that girl for me. Like, at first, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of really didn't like Icky. Now I like it, and I will like say like it's a good song. And again, just like Hare Hare, I think that me and Icky are friends. You know, we go out, we don't necessarily get drinks, but we go out and we have like food at the restaurant, and we're like slowly getting to know each other. But for me, I just Icky just ain't that girl. And I think a big reason for me saying this is that like BM, like the rapping that BM does, like while it's good for me, hearing any K-pop artist rap in English just kind of sounds, it feels really foreign to me, because it just sounds like they're saying they're just using common like AAVE and just saying very shallow things. Where one of my favorite things about K-pop, especially like rapping K-pop, is that it always is like stays very true to the subject of the song, and it always like necessarily has a clear point that it's trying to achieve with the raps. Whereas it's not just like bragging on the haters or she just so fine. It's more so like, I want you in my life forever and always, and when you're not here, I just get so insane. It's like, I don't want to say it's weird, but it's kind of weird to me. It hits a very foreign spot in my ear that just makes me want to like, you know. But I think some of the saving graces of the songs, and I think the saving graces of most of Card's songs, is the girls. Like, the girls just do something to me. The girls carry, okay? And that's not something that can be debated with me. The girls in Card carry, end of story. And while I do enjoy the men, you know, they're cutes. I like BM. I'm a big fan of the biddies. Okay, J-Seth is always just a great rapper. The girls just carry, like the girls just, they just do it. They do it every time, okay? And I'm in love. And then also another saving grace is just that Card is making music where it doesn't seem like they're scared to talk about the things that often are looked at as taboo in South Korea or in K-pop culture, where you don't really hear a lot of songs about, you know, icky things. And that sort of stuff just kind of gets K-pop groups looked upon negatively, but it doesn't really seem like Card is afraid to battle this standard. And I also like how, with them being a co-ed group, you can't say that you don't like how the girls are talking when the men are literally talking the same exact way in the same song. You can't impose a double standard on Card. It's impossible.
I'm too spicy, I'm too spicy for you.
Spicy. Like, where do I even begin with spicy? Because I have so many conflicting opinions about this song, where it's like, I want to like it, but I don't like it, but I really do like it. And I just genuinely am stuck in this middle ground of whether I like it or not. Like, I have a really hard time deciding. So with this song, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and give it sort of a compliment sandwich, where I talk about the things I like, and then I talk about the things that I didn't necessarily care for, and then I'm gonna talk about the things that I really like, you know? So starting off, I feel like the change in concept is great for the group. I think it's nice to see what all they can do, as far as branching out and seeing what they can do more. However, seeing this concept was kind of like a whole not my aespa situation, to where it was kind of just so different, where I was just like a little shocked at first. So at first I was just kind of like, like she was the song where, you know, we do one singular shot, or she's the kind of song where I know me and her are friends, but I also know that she talks behind my back. Like, I know she has something planned, so I wouldn't trust her getting drunk around her, you know? Yeah. And then I think that what really did it for me, I think, was that I didn't like the makeup for certain people. I think that Winter's makeup, I'm so sick of this fucking, like, sick looking makeup trend. I don't know how to describe it, but it just makes the idols look like they're ill. And it makes me worried for their health, and I just don't personally think it looks good. I think that with makeup, in a way it's supposed to enhance your face, but that's not really what I'm seeing when it comes to some of the spicy makeup looks. So that just kind of turned me off from it. And I just didn't really like it because I didn't really feel like it fit this whole like sort of rock star Y2K concept that they were doing. And it was just kind of like angering me. Like, it made me so angry to even like look at the music video, which sort of made me not really pay a lot of attention to the song because I just hate that makeup look. But I will say, what saves that song is that chorus. That chorus goes hard. And Giselle, every day, I think Giselle redeems herself a little bit more in my eyes. I think that she's working really hard, and yeah, Spicy did it for her. Spicy is her era, even though, you know, the rap in English is a tiny bit corny. Spicy is her era, period. But I think overall, I'm gonna have to give it maybe a 5 out of 10. Would go out with her if we were in a big group. But also, like, before we get into the countdown, I feel like I should have said something beforehand. One of my favorite things about the 4th gen is that the girls are carrying the boys right now. Like, the girls are eating it up in every aspect, and we do not talk about it enough. Okay, the girls, I'm pretty sure all of their backs hurt with how much they're just eating K-pop up. And I think that's something that we need to take a lot of notice in. So for all of you calling I'm untalented, take it back. Take it back right now. You have to. Because I Am is an amazing song. Was an amazing song. Great comeback. The vocals, 8. The dance, 8. The looks, 8. Wanyang jumping off a plane to her death, 8. Like, y'all can't even lie and act like I Am did not slay. I think that I feel like throughout IVE's career, their whole thing was that, for me personally, was that IVE really kind of succeeded because they were 6 pretty girls, 2 of which coming from IVE's one, where they were 6 pretty girls that made catchy music. It didn't really require them to do a lot. It was just good. But I Am took this whole making catchy music thing and was like, let's make catchy music and also be talented. So I've really showed haters and anybody who had like a single like shred of doubt of their talent, even they like took any sort of doubt that they had any sort of doubt for me of any talent and just shredded it away. And it's not like I didn't think they were talented, I just didn't think that they had showcased what they fully could. And then they said F my opinion and my life because I've ate. Like, they just ate it up. And with I Am, I really think it showed that the girls knew what they were doing. And we're not just here because all of them were pretty or that they all got randomly selected to be a part of this group. And I think that that's like a really great quality for a K-pop group to have. And I think it's honestly a really great plan. Like, imagine just you're eating, right? And then people think that you shouldn't be eating and you show them exactly why you're eating. Like, mother icons. And then I think that one of my favorite things about this comeback was that IVE looks really mature. Like, at first they all really looked like pretty teenage girls, but with this comeback all of them look so mature and they look really just ready to do this and ready to slay. And I love that for them, and I love that they're really just ready to do what's needed to be done in this K-pop industry and show people why they're here. And then not to mention Kitsch. Like, oh my god. If you ask me, Kitsch is greater than I Am in the sense that, oh my god, it's just so good. Like, I am so in love with Kitsch, and Kitsch just like eats. Like, it's just, if I thought I Am was that girl, then Kitsch is that woman. And whereas, like, me and I Am, like, we're besties. We're in there shaking ass together. We are embarrassing ourselves. We're whipping our hair. You know what I'm saying? We're showing bitches why we eat in the club. We both came with matching outfits, black rhinestones, just dick. Me and Kitsch are making out. Like, we're in the back. we're in the back making out and nobody cares and we're just having the best time of our life. Like we're on something, but we are enjoying it. So overall, I definitely think that I give Kitsch and I am both 9 out of 10s, possibly 9.75s out of 10s, because they literally just eat down. And yeah, good job, girls. Hand claps, hand claps. Let me explain something. I'm from Atlanta, alright? Where I'm from, rappers around here, or people trying to get into music around here, they're trying to get in the studio with Metro Boomin. I'm trying to get in the studio with Soyeon, because obviously her musical genius is something that is never to be played with. And every single era, she simply proves it more and more and more. And I think that Queen Card is obviously no exception. And firstly, before I even get into the song, let's get into this concept. Let's get into this music video. Let's get into it, okay? Because I am so in love with the entirety of really just this era in its own. Like the clothes, the makeup. I'm like trying to make outfits that look like Oogie's, okay? I'm trying to like just be Shua. Like I want that entire concept in my body and exuding through my aura. Okay, me and Queen Card are just like the scene in Queen Card, where me and Queen Card are partners and we're taking on these bitches who think they're better than us. Okay, like we are eating it up in the dance battle. We are serving. It's giving 2000s house party realness. We obviously choreographed something at home and our song just came on and we're eating. Like, however, I think the only thing that actually brings this era down for me is Allergy. I think that while I'm all down for a song that in a way is meant to relate to the girls who don't necessarily have those feelings of being that girl all the time, I think that Allergy is just not good in my specific opinion. It's just not my necessarily like not my taste, and that's okay. I think that that's perfectly okay, and I think it's perfectly okay to have an opinion that is not shared with everybody. But Allergy just kind of wasn't on my radar. Whereas like me and Allergy are strangers. We've never met before. We passed by each other at the club. Like I have no beef with her. She complimented my outfit. I told her she looks pretty, you know. But me and Allergy just we're not besties. We're not like in any way connected. So overall, I think that Queen Card is a massive 8 out of 10, with Queen Card in itself carrying all 8 of the points. Period. Like, continue to eat. We already know. So I think, God damn. I just thought I hit record and I was saying some truly mother-like things and it didn't record. Let the existential dread take over. Anyway, if me and Kitsch are making out in the corner, me and Unforgiven are making love in the bathroom. Okay, me and Unforgiven have this undeniable spark between us that we both saw at the bar. While Unforgiven was drinking whiskey and tonic, I was drinking my fruity drink, but we knew. It was that moment in the rom-com where time stops, okay? And everything in the world was focused on me and Unforgiven, okay? Because Unforgiven just eats. And I know that Unforgiven eats because for me personally, a song eats when at first I hate it. Okay, I hated Unforgiven because I was just like, I didn't like how many times they were saying Unforgiven. I was like, all right, like I get it. But then I saw Youngja do that back then. Then I actually started paying attention and I was like, yeah, women, goddesses, mothers, icons, truly revolutionary human beings. So yeah, watching Unforgiven, just experiencing Unforgiven is everything. And my favorite part personally is that pre-chorus. That pre-chorus sent me into orbit. It hits me with the bus and I end up apologizing. And I won't apologize for apologizing because she eats. Okay? So yeah, moral of the story, catch me in Unforgiven, up in a club, posing ratchet like it's 2008, smoking my phone. Okay, like just catch us, because that's what we're doing. That's what we're doing. Me and Le Seraphim, we're just eating. However, I can't sit back and act like I don't have any gripes with Unforgiven. I think that my only big thing with Unforgiven is kind of just how many times they say Unforgiven. Yes, like I know I just voiced that, but it's just so true for me. Like I've never been a person that's just solely reliant on repetition. So like the amount of times they said Unforgiven, I was like, okay. And I still am kind of like, okay, yeah. Like eat, but still. Unforgiven just kind of feels like a filler word because the producer could not find enough lyrics. Which is like kind of a little bit of a shame, I'm not gonna lie to you. Because I felt like there was so much more that could have been put in the song. However, one of the strongest, and I will forever say this, strongest points about Unforgiven, or really Le Seraphim, is that they produce albums, okay? They don't just produce songs, they produce albums. Eve Psych, Bluebeard's Wife, eat. Going back to Anti-Fragile, No Celestial, eat. Oh, Impurities, like, wrap it up. Wrap it up, other groups, like, please. Because y'all, unfortunately, we're not touching Le Seraphim. For Jen, music-wise, we're not touching Le Seraphim. And, you know, they're just gonna keep eating. And also just, I need us to find something else to style Le Seraphim in other than some dang on denim, okay? I'm tired of the denim. I need something else. I need us to find clothes, you know? And not just constantly keep redoing denim. While denim is cute, you know, denim on denim on denim is just like, all right, friend. All right, bestie. We're going just a little bit overboard, yeah. So yeah, overall, Unforgiven, definitely 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 era, and we already know, like, Le Seraphim is just gonna continuously. Okay, so yeah, y'all, I hope y'all liked it. This is almost the look. I'm almost done. I just have to put on my eyelashes, and I'm gonna do that off camera and like fix my hair a little bit. Then we're gonna come back and close the video. All right, so this is pretty much what it looks like when it's finished. It's just something slight, like not too much. I just wanted to like do makeup, talk to you guys. But I want to say the spring and summer of 2023 was a very eventful one. I think that in the 4th gen, my final conclusion was just like the girls are carrying, and that's all we really need to know. That's all I really ever cared about was the girls carrying. There were some pretty good releases, and I'm hoping that the rest of 2023 can go off just as well, or even better. But as far as I know, the girls have been like really carrying, and I hope that they continue to carry because show us why y'all are women, period. These past couple of years, like a lot of stuff has happened. Back to back. So I'm hoping that I can get to this form of just new creativity and starting something that I'm really going to enjoy doing, which is like doing my makeup, talking about K-pop, dancing for you guys, doing everything that I want to do. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and leave some of your opinions, comments, things you want me to react to or listen to down below, and I will definitely check it out. But as of right now, I'm gonna go take this makeup off and go to sleep. So, bye.
온통 paradise 꿈에서 깨워주지 마 이거는